Charu, Steve made a very interesting point there that perhaps the English don't have the mindset that's required to play the Indian spinners.
Well, since he said it was skidding faster, or well, not in the air, but once it's pitched, then obviously you have to counter it. If you know that it's skidding and coming onto you a little more quickly, then of course you have to counter it with whatever skill you have. The English batsmen are fairly skilled. This is not surely the best English batting side. So, I mean, Joe Root is in a class of one, but the rest don't have a fabulous reputation. A lot of new players as well. England continues to go through some kind of a rotation policy as well, which may not serve them very well. And I think there's been reference to the fact that maybe they didn't pick the right bowling squad. But I mean, if Joe Root can get 5 for 6, then, it doesn't really matter that much. Yes, they didn't play Indian spin very well. And I say once again, because they saw, or they had more apprehension in their mind about what the pink ball could do. So to an extent, you could call it a pink ball factor. But really, I mean, the English need to sit back and maybe, learn how to bat with a little more heart in different conditions. It happens to a lot of teams when they play in very different conditions. When India go and play on a seaming wicket, they see all sorts of devil in it. And every once in a while, they don't score very much at all. But we have to say that these are home conditions, Rika. So even in Chennai, in the second test match, the Indians generally didn't score very much. But Rohit Sharma had an outstanding knock the first innings. And of course, he and Virat did rather well in the second, but the rest of the team didn't quite. So yes, this is, let's not forget, even, when we say that had India won the toss and batted first, it might have been a different story. Well, actually, maybe not, because there was 70 for not very much at the end of the day, or 90 for 3, and then they crumbled early on day 2. So maybe even the Indians may not have gotten too much had they batted first. But we don't like 2-day test matches, that's for sure. And, if the English had somehow managed another 100 runs, they might have actually won the match. So,
yeah. So the English...
people still have to get to grips with what the pink ball does and doesn't do, because it's a relatively new form of the game, and we all know why it's happening, because we want people in later in the evening to watch test matches. So this fix for getting more people to watch test matches is actually a little dangerous, because we don't have 5 days of play.
It's backfiring. It's basically backfiring.
To an extent.
But it seems that the whole strategy is backfiring. Ahan, coming to you, many fans had travelled from across India for this. Would you say heart goes out for them? Because now they will not only get a refund for their tickets, but hotels and flights will have to be, also be rejigged.
Yeah, definitely. I think the losers out of this game are actually the fans who had bought tickets for days 3, 4 and 5, because, I mean, whether you agree with the pitch, you don't agree with the pitch, and definitely I'd say the best team won on the game over the course of the 2 days, because we definitely outplayed them. But the fans who bought tickets wanted to see good competitive cricket between bat and ball, and I'm not sure we can say you saw competitive cricket between bat and ball, because over the course of the 2 days, the ball just dominated the bat quite heavily. And that's a representation on both, reflection on both the batting of the two teams, but also the reflection on the pitch. So I feel definitely the heart goes out to the fans, because I mean they've all spent their hard-earned money to buy the tickets, and now they won't get to see what they wanted to.